Yo, 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 good morning, everyone. It's D Bailey again. It's awesome Monday morning. Um, if you're new to this channel, I want to thank you for tapping into the channel frequency, um, giving me your moments so far, and I hope that you stay engaged and you find this content um, beneficial and useful to you. If that is the case, I ask that you please subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell below and be sure to be notified whenever new content is uploaded. Also, support this channel, help us grow, help us get out there to someone who has not seen the content before or visited the channel. Hit that like button, help us get increase our exposure on the YouTube algorithm, help grow the channel. Leave your comments below, and don't forget to share the channel with someone else who can possibly benefit from the content. All right, I'm sitting here in my office. Wherever I am is my office. Being a business owner, I'm a little bit behind on administrative work, which has been one of my weak areas, and I plan to get better this year. Not a New Year's resolution, but certain events. I knew better all along, but certain events pushed me to get to where I need to focus a little bit more on my admin and continue to grow, move forward. I wanted to bring you guys some interesting content that I'm sure you will enjoy on the discussion of effective communication. All right, because of the nature of this channel, money, wealth, mindset, real estate, and family. Effective communication cannot be neglected in any of these aspects of life. But this morning specifically, I want to discuss how it impacts, success and wealth. Again, if you're new to the channel, wealth is a common theme. All right, and the way I view wealth is not strictly money. Wealth is health. Wealth is abundance mindset. Wealth is not living in scarcity, not living in fear, being in control of your skill set, being in control of your mind, and the rest. Everything that flows from that. Okay, having a healthy mindset is a part of wealth. Yes, it is. All right. So I wanted to go into the discussion of effective communication. All right. I will argue to say that, and I'm going to give you an example. I will argue that without effective communication, you will be stagnated. There's a limit. There's a ceiling to how far you can grow in life, in business, okay, and socially. Effective communication is how you engage the world. Is it healthy? Is it unhealthy? Is it limited, or do you have free reign? Okay. I think it's obvious to say that the better you can express yourself, express how you feel, express what you want. Okay. Resolve conflicts, negotiate. These all flow from effective communication. How many among you have visited another country? A country whereby English is not the primary language? And let's say you don't have a mastery of the language endemic to that place that you visited. What did that feel like? How much were you able to accomplish outside of the surface aspect of that culture? Food, shelter. Was it a tourist country or tourist nation? Was the carpet laid out for you by virtue of it being a tourist place? Do you recall a point in that visit or that time spent in that nation? Do you recall being limited in what you were able to obtain? Was there some level of frustration? How long did you stay there? Let's extrapolate back over here to the U.S. All right. America is a nation of immigrants. Okay. If you're an adult, I'm sure you've had some experience with immigrants, whether it be African immigrants, Latino immigrants, whether it be Mexican immigrants, Eastern European, whatever the nationality or ethnicity coming over here. Depending on the level of communication or depending on the degree of mastery that they've had on the English language, their success in our country will be limited. And there are statistics that back this up. Okay. There's only so many jobs that one can get. There are certain industries that one could possibly, or likely to enter by virtue of having a limited communication skill set. All right. These are obvious, in my opinion, these are obvious ideas. But what I want to dig deeper into is the whole notion that not being able to communicate, let's say being from here, being from the U.S., speaking English language, but yet your communication is lacking. You don't know how to resolve conflict. You don't know how to express your frustration. Your vocabulary is limited. These are all barriers to effective communication. Let's say you're angry, all right, and without help, you're projecting negative energy to those that encounter you. That alone will inhibit your growth, your relationships. Not having effective communication will hurt your relationships. Relationships cannot grow if you don't have the ability to say, hey, I've been offended. I don't like what you said. What you said made me fill in the blanks. That's effective communication. Effective communication is knowing your body language. Most people don't, or a lot of people don't know that communication is 60% or more or greater. Last time I ran the numbers, 60% of communication is body language. There are postures. There are ways of communicating with your body that says, there are ways of saying, I'm interested. There are ways of saying, I'm not interested. There are ways of saying, I'm disinterested. Okay? There are ways of saying, I'm about to blow a fuse. There are ways of saying, you're important. Whether you know this or not, it is a reality. Effective communication will limit you. Not being able to effectively communicate will limit you. Aspect of your life. All right. Me being a businessman, let's say having a college degree, for example. I've had to I've had to learn ways to make others feel comfortable in the room. I've had to hide frustrations in a professional environment. I've had to communicate effectively being nervous. I've had to teach courses in environments where a large portion of the room may have not been receptive to the content. I've had to communicate lessons, information to people that were hostile towards me. Okay. Needless to say, if I didn't have a certain level of, communication, those occasions would have been drastic, or would have been a huge flop. Okay. Being a young Marine, these are things that I had to adopt early. 20 years old, having obligation within the Marine Corps, having that level of responsibility. I've had to learn how to navigate scenarios that could have been disastrous. Okay. Could have ended my career, send me on a downward trajectory. Okay, if I didn't have the character or the ability to communicate effectively. I'm bringing you this topic. Everything that I do, or everything that I discuss with you guys, is from a first-hand perspective. Okay, as a leader of my family, it's my responsibility to master certain skill sets, to be as and as effective a communicator as I know how to, or as I possibly can. As a leader, it's not just about me. It's about those who fall under my headship. Okay, I can't say screw the world. I can't say screw you. I can't say whatever. I have to be my best. I have to desire to grow. I have to have the motivation to grow and to learn, because everything that I learn, I have to filter it and apply that which benefits my family, the success of my family, our upward mobility, our forward mobility. I have to be introspective. I have to continuously figure out what's going on with me and how I impact the world, and how I impact those within my my tribe, my family, my circle. Okay. I think this is all a part of effective communication. All right. If I find something that needs to be fixed, I have to be able to communicate that over. All right. I have to be conscious of my body posture, my tone of my voice. Okay. Many of you who those that know me know that I don't yell. I use my words. Okay. I like to think about what I'm going to say before I say it. I try to think about how is it going to impact others. I've been told that those Bailey guys, we have a strong silence, and I would agree with that. I think that's genetic, but from a conscious perspective, I've learned that a loud tone is a weakness when it comes to communication. It's a weak argument, basically. All right. And if you don't know what an argument is, please look it up. I've learned from experience there's a lot of people who don't know what a formal argument is. An argument is not, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. You're this, you're this, you're this, you're that. Okay, an argument is basically someone stating a position, defending that position through premises, okay, and the receiver either counters, accepts, or denies. All right? That's an argument. Learn to structure an argument, learn to think critically, and work on the ability to communicate what's going on up here. A lot of us, I've done this before. A lot of us assume that, erroneously assume that what is going on up here comes out of here the same way. What's going on up here comes out the same way, which is in most cases never the case. It's never the case. All right. As a communicator, it is a communicator's job to ensure that the message that we intend from here through here is being received in the most accurate way as possible. That's effective communication. In the professional world, not knowing how to communicate, don't expect much. Don't expect much in the realm of success or growth or in the form of leadership. It is almost impossible to be a leader, a great leader, and not have mastered the ability to communicate effectively. All right. And unfortunately, a lot of the people who don't know how to communicate effectively are experiencing a level of frustration. Okay? They have not developed themselves to the degree where they can establish, or they can, you can put together thoughts and ideas and communicate it the way that you intended it in your brain. I've learned that a lot of non-effective communicators are not just dealing with the frustration of not being able to do so, but there is something else going on. Pride, arrogance. Believe it or not, a large percentage of the adult population are walking around with disabilities, mental disabilities, as well as learning disorders. All right, learning disorders. So, I would urge anyone who's looking to develop their communication skills, go back to the drawing board and figure out what's going on inside. Introspection. Everything stems from introspection. But yeah, effective communication. If you feel that you're an effective communicator, leave your comments below. If I miss anything out on the topic, it's a broad topic, and I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the topic from my perspective and from what I know. It's not, what I'm saying right now is not all encompassing, and I'm sure I may have missed out on a large portion of the whole topic, but I'm sure you got my point. I'm sure you received the point from, the part that I intended to give to you guys. In essence, if you're not an effective communicator, your opportunities on this planet will take second fiddle or backseat to those who have mastered the art of effective communication, or who have worked on the idea of effective communication. All right. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you gathered something from this topic or this content. If you're new to the channel, again, please be sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell, like, share, leave your comments below. Please support this channel. If I have a group on Facebook, Wealth Builders. If you would like to explore more content from the nature of the content that I'm bringing over to you guys, And if you like to participate as well and just be part of a tribe, community with like-minded ideas, those who are upwardly mobile, okay, looking to grow, and again,